What up, everybody? It's your boy John, back again with a brand new video. And today we're gonna talk about with my boy Chike, Josh.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about our top favorite 10 artists of last decade.
2010s, 2019.
2010s to 2019. This is not the best artist. This is our favorite artists of the last decade. So who would like to go first?
I went first last time.
I can go first. I can
Okay.
go first this time. So, first off my list, I kind of wrote more than 10, but I'm gonna have some honorable mentions. So we're gonna go with Kendrick Lamar. So obviously, he broke out early 2010s, made a whole slew of projects, all great. And it's like he kind of can speak for himself in the music, you know. It's like he really reached that pinnacle. So he's definitely on that list. I have Brent Fayez, one of my favorite artists. He broke out kind of later in the decade, but still a huge impact on my life. And his music is different, and I feel like even the people he works with, like him being a part of Sonder as well, which is like a 3-man group, it's pretty cool. The shit's just different. ASAP, can I put like you said
You can put a group.
Yeah. So ASAP Mob, very influential group. A lot of great artists in that. People definitely got a lot out of them, even though they kind of like they don't really make music together anymore, as of the recent years. But
Cozy Tapes.
yeah, they have Cozy Tapes, but that dropped like what, 2016.
They have like 1 and 2.
1 and 2, right?
Yeah, 2
When did the second one come out?
Can't remember. 2018, 2017.
So like towards the end.
Yeah, so it's then.
Yeah, towards the end. But I feel like they all just kind of branched out. I like very recently, and they're all doing their own thing. Like ASAP Ant, he's doing his own thing. He has his own brand now. Well, I think he did even when he was like really with the ASAP Mob, like really rocking with them. ASAP Rocky, he's on the forefront with ASAP Ferg. ASAP 12E, a sleeper, another sleeper.
12E, bro.
12E. He's been sleeping on 12E. But they out here too. Who else in that group? Cause I don't listen to ASAP Ty. I think that's his name. But very influential group. A group that really moved the decade forward. I feel like. The next person on my list is Childish Gambino. Super crazy. Really great artist. Very quality artist. He changes sounds up a lot, which is great. He's always keeping things fresh, I feel like. And he's definitely, you can even hear the improvement in his sounds with his, like, as he progressed as an artist. So, big ups to him. Kanye West.
Word, Kanye West.
What do you gotta say?
You really nothing
What is it to say?
What is it to say about Yeezy, bro?
I'm sure if you know music, you know his name. Really, that's really it. So,
Legend.
yeah, really don't have to say much. Frank Ocean, that's another big artist right there who's kept kind of behind the scenes, but I mean like not behind the scenes, but he keeps his life private, which I respect too. And he just lets his music speak for him, which is really, really cool. I don't think there's really much interviews with him, unless it's like magazine interviews, I feel like.
Yeah, magazine.
Yeah, so very sonically different, brings his own sound, can't really like mimic him in my opinion. So very one of a kind artist, definitely also moving the decade forward. And now we have Chief Keef.
Bang, bang, bang.
I didn't really bump him in the early 2000s when he first like emerged, but he grew on me as I got older. Cause you gotta think about it, I was like what, 12, 13. I mean, like I was cool, but like I didn't really start like listening for real until like probably like 16, 17. But definitely you can just see all these other rappers. He definitely got a lot of their sounds and stuff and how they make music by Chief Keef and the whole culture he's brought behind. Even Chicago drill, which was very popular at the time. he definitely moved that forward. So definitely a big one. Who else? So I was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I have the Weekend on my list.
Ooh, Weekend.
Weekend,
Ooh.
very low key in like the first half of the decade, but he wrote a whole bunch of songs for like Drake, stuff like that.
He was in a sweatshop.
Party.
Yeah,
He was in a sweatshop with party, bro. They were struggling, bro.
Yeah, but he definitely is a very great songwriter, better singer. Well, no, actually, I feel like his songwriting and singing is basically on par. He knows. I feel like he knows his voice. He knows like how to switch it up. Stuff like.
He actually killed this decade.
Yeah, he like
Man, the Weekend.
Trilogy.
Dang,
Island.
bro.
like his very quality projects is very like,
I slept. I didn't even put him on the list.
Bro.
And I bump Kissin every day.
I forgot Trilogy came out this decade.
Yeah,
That's
man,
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
And he's doing his thing, and he also is a person that's like private with his lifestyle. That's a music speak for him, which I don't know. I like that aspect of the artist when they just let the music talk for them. It really.
That's true.
It's like J. Cole too. J. Cole
Yeah.
does that.
Well, I feel like he's not really public with like what he does. I mean, yeah, with what he does, but he still does like interviews and all. I feel like Weeknd doesn't really have that many interviews. Like I said, Frank Ocean doesn't really have that many interviews as well.
Private life.
Yeah, it's just really private. I respect that, and it's like he's really letting the music talk for him, so it's making him even pop more as an artist because you're just getting that perspective of him in the song or in the project. You're not really listening to what he's saying. He's not explaining the project for you, so you have to really think about what it's about or what you can take from it.
I respect that.
So that's E, I think. I'm gonna go with Pro Era.
Beast Coast tape, do you bump that?
I did.
That was
It was
fun.
very lit tape.
Yeah.
Shout out to Flapper Zombies too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pro Era, they definitely were killing decade. Even from like late this decade, even though not a lot of them were like in like some mainstream conversations, they were still doing their thing. Of course the 19. I mean no. Was it 1995?
1999.
Or 1999.
Yeah.
My fault. Damn, I'm tripping for that. 1999.
He was born in 95, I think.
He was born in 95. Where 1999 classic album, very classic, very quality. Even like their individual projects. I haven't listened much to all of them, but
Nick Caution, CJ Fly.
Yeah, like Kirk Knight.
Kirk Knight. Oh.
He's
Kirk
really
Knight,
too. Kirk Knight. Shout out to him. Really
One of my favorite producers.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and he's even like emerging as a solo artist, like with like rapping and stuff. So I like that. Yeah, Nick Caution. They had like the joint album Nick at Night.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, so lit.
That was so fire too. The title was so, bro. Nick
Yeah,
at
Nick
Night. Come
That's
on.
classic.
That's hard, bro.
Yeah, it was really doing anything. Even Joey with Before the Money in like 2014.
Before the Money was amazing.
Yeah, I feel like not enough people talk about that, but
They,
that was really.
they don't want to talk about Before the Money, man.
Yeah, for real, classic. And then the one he dropped a couple years back, with the USA flag. All American Badass.
Yeah, All American Badass. Yeah.
Just
Solid decade.
Yeah,
Solid decade, yeah.
all around for that whole group. I feel like they had a really great decade, and they even had the Beast Coast, even though it's not just Pro Era in it, like the Beast Coast album was pretty nice.
Bro, the Beast Coast tape was so good. That was my summer bump, bro.
Yeah, for real. Like the last song.
Yeah.
That touch right here, man.
That shit hit right
That shit
here,
hit
bro.
Right there.
I felt it far away. See you from far away.
And so I think I'm gonna end this off with Herbo,
G Herbo.
aka
Hey.
Lil Herb.
He ain't little no more.
He was killing that shit. He really, even though Chief Keef was driving the Chicago drill forward, he really even pushed even farther. He really just like killed it. even his first project, well, I know it's Pistol P, and then the other project, it's been so long since I listened to that album, but I bumped it all the time when I was younger. Damn, I'm about to look it up right now. Welcome to Phaseland.
Oh,
Classic.
Phaseland.
Classic. Ballin' Like I'm Kobe. Classic. I bumped that like every
Pistol
day.
P project.
Pistol P project also classic. Ballin' Like I'm Kobe. I bumped that like every day when I was like 15, 16. Like shit really touched my heart. So for real, that was lit. Even his later projects, Humble Beast, still quality music. He never really let up, and like really driving the culture forward. So that's what we can appreciate. Is that 10?
I think so. Might be more.
That's 10.
Yeah, it's 10.
So
Honorable mentions.
Yeah, honorable mentions. I won't say too much, even though these artists are great. Daniel Caesar, Flying Lotus, Jay-Z. I mean, like, of course he's a legendary artist, no doubt about it. But in terms like this decade, I feel like there were other artists that were just doing their thing more. And it's not to discredit him at all. Dude is definitely making power moves in his business ventures and all that. But in terms of his music, he definitely, what he did come out with was quality. Even the Watch the Throne album and all that, and this 444 project, very quality, all great projects. It just wasn't, I guess, like in his prime, like
Yeah,
his prime
he was past his prime.
Yeah, he was kind of past his prime, but it's okay though. It was still.
He's still Jay-Z.
Yeah,
exactly.
Jay-Z,
Still Jay-Z.
It was very quality. Like he didn't.
Bro.
He didn't really tarnish his legacy.
Easy, bro. When I see Kanye, I just get chills, bro.
And Cardi, I feel like he grew on me. I didn't really like him at first, but I feel like a lot of artists, again, they try to steal or mimic the sound. He's one of those type of artists. And Future,
It's crazy though.
definitely.
Future is GOAT.
Dirty Sprite 2, classic. And another, again, one of those artists where people try to steal from or mimic their style. And lastly, we have Flatbush Zombies. Very quality artists. Eric the Architect produces their song, which is wild. They have in-house producer. He's also a solo artist too, and he draws and shit too, like shit like that. It's awesome.
Artist.
Just a true artist, and also Michi
Darko.
Yeah. Zombie Juice. Very quality in their own right as well. I know Juice is doing he has his own weed now.
You got his own stream?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
talking terms. Yeah, shout out to him and shout out to Darko because he has the bars. I feel like all of them, they all have bars and they're all quality, but they also bring different elements with their voices and stuff. It's really nice. I like it. So that's my list.
It's lit.
That's a strong list.
That's a solid list.
It's a strong ass list. Should I go?
You should go.
I bet.
Alright, Yeah, you go.
Okay, I bet. Top 10 plus 15 more artists of the decade. So number 1, this is definitely ranked. Ice JJ Fish. I definitely believe that Slug Nah.
Oh yeah, by the way.
I forgot about Ice JJ Fish.
Nah, he changed the culture, bro.
But, by the way, my list wasn't ranked, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, these aren't ranked.
These aren't ranked though, no cap.
And you notice they're all diverse.
Facts. Yeah, but nah.
Ice JJ Fish.
Ice JJ Fish, he's a GOAT. He paved the way for. But
I thought you were serious.
Yo, if I had Ice JJ Fish in my notes, bro, I'd be clipped. Just tell me to go home, bro. So the 2010s changed my life. It's when the year I started making music, I started everything, and a lot of these artists inspired me to pursue a career within the arts. So definitely shouts out, it's all love. So no, it's not in order. So we got Kanye West. Like my boy Ariel said, bro,
Legend.
What do I have to say? What do I have to tell you?
One of the greatest.
What do I have to tell you? Honestly, I think controversial, come at me, I don't give a fuck. Kanye's the best producer of all time. And it's him, to me, my favorite producers, Kanye and Pharrell are like right here to me, you know?
Yeah.
Kanye and Pharrell.
They're
I
like
mean,
top two.
yeah, you have Dr. Dre, you have them, but they're legends, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's like
They
a given,
solidified.
you know?
They're past their prime.
That's like a
at this
given,
point.
Yeah.
you know? But those are my guys. But anyways, I don't have to say nothing about Kanye West. If you haven't bumped anything about Kanye West, I don't know where you at. Donald Glover, previously known as Childish Gambino. Amazing decade, like
Yeah.
With
because
everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Because the internet, fucking
Such a great album. Oh my god.
oh my god, like
That
because
shit was mad.
Music and acting. I like his movies.
no, literally,
Atlanta,
like
yeah.
Atlanta
show's
is
good, too.
amazing,
Oh my
man.
God.
He's a great,
He produced it too, right?
yeah.
He produced it, he
Yeah.
wrote it, directed it,
On to my list.
acted in it.
That shit went in garbage. Nah.
He did good in Star Wars too.
I didn't even look at that Star Wars movie.
Yeah, he was good in that.
That's funny as hell. My list deadass just went in the garbage.
Oh.
Like I put my thing right here. And it went in the
Isn't there a
garbage.
way to get it from the drafts? Like the way
Where?
you did?
Huh?
Like there should be like a column where it's like deleted. Like
Oh, recently deleted.
There you go. Oh
Alright, we back.
That would've been max.
Damn.
I literally put it down
You
and
spent
like,
time writing
look.
it and everything. It's just gone.
Yeah, Gambino, like, bro, like, what do I have to tell you? Like, what?
Gambino.
I don't have to say anything.
This is America.
Fuck, This Is America, Kawhi, Awaken My Love, Camp, all on the same album. I mean, I said same album, all in the same decade.
Yeah.
Like, solid decade.
Can't.
Great
Music,
spot.
and you know what it is about Childish
Because of
Gambino?
internet.
Like,
Why?
he really appealed to people like me. Like,
Awaken my love.
like he was like a black rapper, you know. He came up and his kind of thing was like the nerdy rap, the kind of like outcast weirdo kid type
Yeah.
of music, and like I resonated with that a lot. You feel me? Like I don't know, I really resonate with that, and
Low key, even to
Yeah.
add on to that, I know shit said this is my list, but his writing style is just second to none.
his
I
writing
really
style
love his
is
writing.
so unique.
It
It's
is,
so unique. Like you can't compare it to anybody
Yeah.
else, and even his versatility. Like his singing range is
Yeah.
insane.
You
crazy.
could even see the progress from because of the internet to
Awaken My Love. Oh
like
my
he's able
goodness.
to do like falsetto and stuff like that.
Oh my goodness.
Like I don't know if he probably was able to do it back then, but I feel like he definitely developed his voice to make
His
more
confidence,
sounds.
too.
Yeah,
confidence.
confidence,
Yeah.
all that. So, word.
So yeah, Donald Glover. Another artist. Kid Cudi. Kid
Oh,
Cudi, man.
Kid
Yeah.
Cudi.
Kid Cudi,
yeah.
dude.
Oh,
Like
shit.
Man on the moon.
the man on the
Oh,
moon,
shit.
bro. The man on the fucking moon. I mean, I know Man on the Moon 1 came out in 2008, but Man on the Moon 2 was enough for me. Revenge of Mr. Rager, Indicud was fire. Kids See Ghosts, come
Yeah.
on.
Definitely had big influence.
Like
too.
he's a big influence on not just hip hop, but just all avenues of music. He really showed a lot. He really showed a lot of the younger generation and just a lot of artists what you could really do with music, and you don't have to put yourself in a box. You know, I say he's the first rock star in hip hop. Like he was really on his rock star shit. You know, and you know I'm a rock star too, so I can resonate with that. So, shouts out to Cudi. I also have Flying Lotus on my list as well too. Fly Low, sheesh, man, like one of my favorite producers. His eccentric, eclectic music, like amazing. Like his ear for music and putting sounds together in pockets you would never expect to put in, like amazing, like amazing. So shouts out to Fly Low. What's it called? Cosmogramma. I think that came out in 2010. Flamagra. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, I don't know
Flamagra.
Yeah.
Flamagra. Whatever. The album came out in 2019. Still one of my favorite projects. Like amazing stuff. X. I have to put X up here. In a short time that he came out and unfortunately passed away. His impact on the youth, on the culture, was so apparent. And X was somebody who poured raw emotion into his music, unfiltered, untapped, and I think that is what art truly is. You know, that's what music should truly be. You know, I don't believe music should have a filter, and X really displayed that in the most organic way possible. Whether it was him going crazy on the mic and just just raging,
screaming his life
or
out.
or if he had the guitar with the acoustic tracks, you know, like
the R&B. So
even though Bad Vibes Forever, fuck the label, bro. Bad Vibes Forever was, I don't know.
Bad Vibes Forever was bad vibes.
Bad Vibes, that was bad
Bad
vibes, bro.
vibes.
You can't take voice memos of my boy and then throw other artists on it. That's
yeah,
not
just
how it works.
random people.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know he dropped the project, bro.
You can't do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But still,
Long live X.
Long live X.
Word.
Always. Who else I got? Kendrick Lamar. I'd be crazy not to put Kendrick in there. Kendrick's attention to detail, his I have to say, craftsmanship with music is second to absolutely nobody. Good Kid, Mad City. I'm not sure. Section 80 did come out in this decade.
2010. Yeah.
To Pimp a Butterfly. Even Damn. Even though it was my least favorite Kendrick album, but I can't really, you know, like, it was still a great album. All these projects were just crafted, and you just know that he's just not a lazy human being. He's not just coming out here and just saying bullshit. Kendrick's only gonna release music when he has something to say. So, and I'm always here to listen to what you gotta say.
That's another one too that keeps his life kind of private.
Yeah, Kendrick. Yeah.
Yeah, he lets the music talk for himself.
That's the music talk, and that's true artistry. So, shouts out to Kendrick. Mac Miller. I put Mac Miller on his list.
R.I.P. Mac.
I don't even know where I'm at. But
it's not in order, so it don't matter.
yeah, facts. Mac Miller, R.I.P. Mac Miller is another big influence for me too. I wasn't really that into hip hop as a young kid, but there's a couple artists who I started listening to when I first started listening to hip hop that really got me into hip hop. Watching movies with the sound off, amazing album. Like, I don't know what to say. Great album. The album changed a lot for me when it comes to hip hop. So shouts out to Mac. What else? Good AM.
Where I remember when that dropped.
Great album. I don't know what to say. Divine Feminine too.
That
Divine
shit,
Feminine.
man. He poured his heart into
He
that.
poured his soul into that. And Swimming, all great albums. R.I.P. Mac, man.
Word.
Never forget. R.I.P.
Rest in
Mac.
peace. I don't listen to his music that much, but
Rest in peace, yeah.
So, Mac was definitely my guy.
Swimming was slept on.
Swimming was slept on. I think Swimming came out the same time as another
Astroworld.
album. As Astroworld.
It did. It came out the same day.
I don't think so.
It
Astroworld
did?
came out in August. This came out like
All September.
No, wait. I don't know. He passed away in September.
It came out in August.
Yeah,
It came out the same time as Astroworld.
You're right.
That's
You're
why
right.
people slept on it, because Astroworld was
You're
doing
right.
really good.
You're right.
Yeah.
Dang, yeah.
And Mac Miller, when was the last time he dropped? 2016? So it was like good 2 years.
Yeah.
And he's like quiet. I don't think
And no, he usually drops an album every year.
Yeah.
That's usually his thing. Like, every year he got a new project.
Yeah, it's because this album did crazy.
His
and
album
people were
did.
sleeping on this one.
OD.
And
J. Cole produced this track. I think it was Hurt Feelings.
it's a good album. I fuck with it.
It's a really good
I
album.
fucked with it even before, like, he passed.
2009. All that. So, R.I.P. Mac. Frank Ocean. I'd be crazy not to put Frank Ocean in. He's only got 2 projects for the decade, and he's
That's
already
crazy.
like, he's already like my top 3 artist of all time.
Yeah.
Like, as a singer, like Frank
When
Ocean.
did Orange drop?
Channel Orange came out in 2013,
Damn.
and then
That's crazy.
yeah, Blonde came out. No, 2012.
Wow.
2012. Yeah, Blonde came out in
2016.
2016.
That's crazy. Only 2. I feel like he has more than that.
Nah, bro.
it's just
Nah,
singles
bro.
after that.
Oh, okay.
His
That's
songs
crazy.
are crazy.
But nah, it's like really like even though it's such little like content, it's like those were such important and like
They're very impactful too.
it was very impactful content that you had to digest.
When I talked about Kendrick's craftsmanship, Frank Ocean's another one with craftsmanship. Like, like when I first heard Siegfried from Blonde, I cried. Like I dead ass, my eyes just couldn't stop watering up. I was like, stop, and it was like, nah. Like Siegfried, like one of my favorite lines. Like I'm living in an idea of in another man's mind. Like his, he like if you. I know a lot of people jack Frank Ocean, but I don't know how many people really like look and listen to his lyrics. Like he's a poet. He's a poet of like another caliber.
You know that
Like-
single Moon River?
Oh
And,
my
he
goodness!
did the cover.
Oh my
That-
goodness!
that was
Moon River,
nice.
amazing,
Even
amazing.
though it was, like-
He has so much soul. He has so
Yeah,
much
it's just
soul.
like the way he freaked that cover was max.
Frank, man, Frank. Wait, I didn't know where I'm at. I think I said Kanye, Donald. Oh, okay. I think I got like 2 more, maybe. I don't know. But I started like 12 songs, 12 artists. But Tyler the Creator, I definitely have to say Tyler. I was a real edgy boy as a preteen, so I was bumping Bastard, Goblin, and then his discography really says a lot about him as a character and about his actually like maturation. You went from Bastard of this really edgy raw teenager saying, "Fuck this, fuck that," And I was on the same like stage as him, so I was like, "Yeah, bro, fuck that shit." And like
Yeah.
I really felt like I grew up with Tyler. Then he went to Wolf, where he's like a little bit more jazzier, a little bit more passive, and then he goes to Cherry Bomb, and then like he's even more soulful, and then the music just becomes more and more refined.
To be honest though, as like from the last decade, like as far as like artistry growth, I think Tyler should be number 1.
Tyler has one of the best artists. Like if you really listen to Tyler from
his first
his first project, like till now, like all the way through, his artistic growth is
it's
like
insane.
insane. It's literally like something I've never seen before, and I love it.
Yeah, he's definitely like top.
He's
like,
top, yeah. And it's like he just dropped Igor. Like people like Flower Boy would probably be his best album. Then he drops Igor.
Just
And like I didn't know what else he got for us.
I don't know what's next after that.
What's next? So shouts out to Tyler. Who else I got?
Not just music too. He did a lot of other things outside of music too, with his brand, his show, and all that.
He had Lord of Squad at a point in time. Like
Oh yeah, he did.
Golf Wang like is
Off
crazy.
Future.
He rocks everything in golf, bro. I'm trying to be like
Yeah.
Tyler, bro. Like
His merch
just
sells
rock
out. I be trying to
all
buy
our
it.
own clothes.
That
bro.
shit sells out. I be
Yeah.
trying to buy it. That shit sells out so fast.
The pastel colors and everything. It's beautiful. I'd be crazy not to put in Drizzy.
Oh, yeah.
Drake.
Drizzy Drake.
Yeah, he was on my list.
OVO.
I
God.
love Drake. Like I don't know what to say. I mean, Drake is a cliche answer to a lot of people. I guess to what some people would think, but Drake is just a solid artist. Like from I don't know what his first project this decade was what.
I think So Far Gone.
So Far Gone. And then
I think that might have came out in 2009.
2009, right?
Oh, 09, yeah.
I think his debut studio album was Take Care.
Take.
Yeah.
And that's a classic.
Low key, yeah. Take Care is definitely not actually high key.
That's a classic, bro.
Yeah.
Take Care?
Take Care.
Oh, there you go. Thank Me Later.
Thank Me Later, what year
Yeah.
is that?
2010.
Yeah, Thank
So
Me
Far
Later
Gone
was-
was 2009.
Thank Me Later was dope. Thank Me Later was dope.
Take Care.
Take Care.
Bro, and then Nothing Was the Same.
The first time I listened to Take Care,
We was in middle school, right?
we were in
Yeah,
middle
definitely
school.
in middle
We were in
Yeah.
middle school,
Yeah.
and I was heading to Cali, because my dad was going on a convention. And he told me to come with him, and bro, so in the airplane, they have the entertainment center, you watch movies or whatever.
Yeah.
I just wanted to listen to music, and I remember I remember listening to Over My Dead Body, just clicking the
That
first
intro?
song, and
Yeah.
I was just like, what? I was like, what is this?
Bro, you got Marvin's Room.
Marvin's Room.
Was that the song? I mean, is this the project with the Weeknd on it? Or it's
Yeah. The Weekend right here. Crew Love.
where
Yeah.
Loving the Crew.
Yeah.
that shit was max.
Yeah.
That's what was
With the
nice.
beat switch up too.
Yeah. Oh
I
my
can see it.
god.
You got Headlines, Take Care with Rihanna. You got Buried Alive with Kendrick. You got Make Me Proud with Nicki.
Yeah.
Lord Knows with Rick Ross. Hell
Look
yeah,
what you-
fucking right with
Look
Lil
what
Wayne.
you've done, bro. Like,
The motto.
look what you've
like-
done to me. Oh my goodness,
It's a
bro.
classic album, bro.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
classic.
goodness.
It is.
Drake
That was in 2011.
bodied. He bodied, bro.
Nothing was the same. I fucked with that
Nothing
one
was the
too.
same was amazing.
Two Scan
too.
Leather. Started from the bottom.
Pound Cake, Paris Morton music, bro.
Worst
like-
Behavior. Pound Cake with Jay-Z, bro.
Wait. Nah, this was definitely.
Furthest thing.
Furthest Thing.
Word.
Yo.
Bro.
Loki should have been on my list.
He's like, nah, you know what?
Yeah. But like, I mean, like, I don't know. I just feel like he definitely made me feel
Like he made me feel things, you know. Like
Yeah,
for me,
like,
I judge an artist by how much you could connect to me personally, and how much you can make me feel the music. Drake made me feel the music.
Bro, if you're reading this, it's too late was good too.
This was a great project too.
great
You got Party on there.
Like, yeah,
Bro, Drake, man.
it's undeniable. No matter
he has
how
to be in the list.
oversaturated his music is, no matter how much people kill his shit, once he drops and you hear it on everywhere, the music is good. The music is good. So definitely.
I think this
Yeah.
Scorpion, I didn't really like Scorpion.
Yeah, I think Scorpion was probably my least favorite project from him.
I like side A. Side B, I wasn't really fucking with.
I even think
I didn't get to side B, bro. Like,
I don't know.
I think it was too long.
I couldn't get to it.
Too many people did views. I liked views
Because it had non-stop.
Views.
It had Elevate, God's Plan.
See, I wasn't really feeling those songs like that. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Dude, views. I'm not sure if y'all fucked with views.
Yeah, no, I definitely fuck with
Views was lit in
I
high school.
loved views.
That's me. Even like the
bro.
first song, like
Yeah.
to introduce it.
Sheesh,
Yeah.
Views was
man.
everybody's playing Views in high school. That shit was.
And I didn't even care. I didn't even mind it, bro. Like
Shit
it was
was
whatever.
good.
Feel no ways. Like
One Dance,
oh
Controller.
my God. Bro, the last song.
Holland.
No, not Hotline Bling. Views. Like,
Views.
like he just, and I love Drake's cuts when he just like the last song of any of his projects, he just like spits
Word.
like real shit for like.
But I mean, even
the whole
like,
time, you know?
bro, what's the name of the first song on Views?
Keep the family close.
Yo,
Keep the
like that
family
whole
close.
introduction,
Yeah,
like
that
he
was-
used, I think it was live instrumentation.
Yeah, you know.
That was very dope.
Bro, Drake has like great body of work.
Drake, yeah, his discography is a
His
solid.
His discography is crazy.
Like how do you just drop? How's every album sound good, bro? like
He was definitely,
every project, he's never hit. He's never missed.
he was on top for basically the whole decade.
The whole decade.
He-
Every year he had like.
Drake was definitely the number one artist of the decade. You know, statistically,
yeah,
like
statistically.
yeah.
you know.
You sound,
So yeah.
Like you go to any club, any school, people gonna know Drake. His name
Facts.
is worldwide.
Facts. So I have some honorable mentions. Joey Badass and the whole Pro Era crew. Like you mentioned Pro Era.
weird.
Man, I don't know what to say, man. Like I remember listening to 1999 for the first time, like just stumbling upon it on YouTube, like bro.
That was early 2000s, right?
That was 2012, I think.
2012, yeah.
And he was
2010.
17. He was 17 when he dropped
yeah.
that shit, bro.
Rest in peace,
Early
Steve, too.
2010s.
Oh my, RP Capital Steez. Man,
Crazy.
man.
Joe's really
I was
spitting.
still waiting for King Stilo too, but yeah, like Joey Badass was like a rapper, bro. Not was, he is.
He is.
He is. So,
Boom back.
Playboy Cardi, another honorable mention. He's a little bit towards the end of the decade, but Playboy Cardi's style and just his swag, his confidence, his energy in the booth, like
Even though he
It's
flows on the
undeniable.
beats, like you heard the leak, the Hellcat, right?
yeah. Oh my. Honestly, I be trying to stay away from the leaks because
It's hard
when he
sometimes.
actually, it's hard because once you listen to the leak the first time, it's like,
That shit max, though.
it's like shit is mad.
Shit max. Like Hellcat, crazy. Like I never heard no one like flow like that before ever. On the beat, like, and the beat is just like da, 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 da. Yo, max.
Nah, Cardi can flow, bro. Cardi has one of the greatest flows. Like it's so addicting.
Hell yeah.
Saba, I love Saba. He's one of my favorite. I love that Midwest Chicago's sound. That's one of my favorite sounds right now. Saba, Care for Me. I think that was his first album, or was it the one before that? I'm not sure. But Saba is a great lyricist, a great artist. I listen to him a lot. towards the end of the decade, and I just had to put him in there because if he was somebody that came out earlier, I would have been on him the same way. My bad.
Let's go.
Wouldn't have changed. So, Denzel Curry, another one. Denzel Curry came into the game young, bro. He came into the game like 16, 17 years old from Florida, like, and he just went at it. You know, Raider Clan at first, but now he's doing a solo thing. Like, Denzel Curry's, like, Taboo was a great project. I remember 32 Zell, that was a great project too.
Weird, I see
like,
that.
Like, he has bangers, man. He has bangers.
Him and X used to make some good music.
Yo, him and X, like, they lived together, bro. Like,
Yeah.
they were bros, like, they lived together.
Word.
No Name, she's dope. One of my favorite female artists. Like, she's not, like, no offense to any of the other female artists that does, though, you know, like, all power to you, but she's not exploiting her body to try to get sales or to do anything. Like, she's just being herself completely. Like, her flows are crazy. Like, she's an amazing artist. So I love No Name. Smino, you know, they're all in the same bracket pretty much. So, like, yeah. So Smino, like, he's from Louisiana, linked up with No Name and all of them, and it was over, bro. It was clip. And also, like, another one in the same bracket, Chance the Rapper.
Chance.
Like, Chano. Like, I love Chance. I remember finding acid rap my freshman year in high school. Like, it was actually with Hassan. Like, we was in business application class, and I was bumping Because the Internet, and he was like, "Yo, you bumped this new Chance?" Like, cause he put me on the chain. So you bumped the new Chance, and I was like, "What?" Like, nah, I didn't bump the new Chance. Like, and then he was like, "You gotta bump that shit when you go home, and then come back to me." And then that was it. I automatically became a fan. I went back to 10 Day. I went back to acid rap, and I just followed up ever since. Coloring Book really defined Summer 16 for me. Like, I love that album. Like,
very quality.
Won a Grammy too.
Like, bro. And he was dropping free projects. He didn't really care. Like, the independent artist thing. I know some people are like, he's an industry plant. Like, but, you know, he makes good music though. So, I don't know. So, yeah. That is my list of favorite artists of the decade. And now we got King Crespo.
Word. my decade top 10 list is gonna define, for my list, is gonna define mostly singing artists from like 2010 to like 2000, like mid 2010s. So this is not in order, but my number one artist, not even just this decade, but like ever, is Chris Breezy. Chris Brown. I've been listening to him since I was a kid, since like 2005. He killed early 2000s, like mid, and he killed 2010s. So he came out with, let's see, Fame 2011. I remember listening to that in middle school. Lot of good songs in there. Deuces, Look at Me Now, She Ain't You, tribute to Michael Jackson.
Dude, I remember that.
What the Bet with Ludacris, Should Have Kissed You. Come on, man. It's breezy, bro. Legend. Fortune, he came out. X, and he came out with Royalty. He dedicated to his daughter because he became a father. That's when he started maturing and got away from his beef and all that. And then you already know 2000.
He got like 37 songs on each album.
I didn't listen to all that.
These Heartbreak, 2007 and 2019 long albums, but they're good songs on there. Chris Brown be working. He has like 2,000 songs in the files. But 2019 was a good year for Chris Brown because he broke his beef with Drake and he made that good song, No Guidance. You got it, girl. You got it, girl.
Oh, yeah.
That shit bangs.
That's crazy because you said Chris Brown and that song automatically started playing on my head.
That Drake and Chris Brown beef, they broke that and now they're good terms. And Drake actually said in his new interview that Chris Brown's going to be on this album this year. So that's going to be probably a good song. And I got to throw Justin Bieber in there. Because, bro, back in the day, people hated Justin Bieber. People hated him, bro. I was never a Justin Bieber hater. Even back then, Baby.
Nah, bro.
Bro, he.
I wasn't jacking that back then, bro.
I was jacking it back then, bro. I didn't give a fuck.
My world.
My
2.0.
cousins, bro. My cousins was calling me gay.
Nah, New Justin is tight though. I fuck with New
I
Justin.
fucked with him back then. My cousins was calling me gay for listening to Justin Bieber.
Nah,
bro.
I wouldn't.
He had Baby, Somebody to Love, You Smile, come on. And then he had a Christmas album that still plays to this day, every Christmas, Under the Mistletoe, Never Say Never, with Jaden Smith. Believe, bro. Boyfriend, All Around the World, As Long As You Love Me. He had Journals, which was a fucking... I think Journals is his best album, and Purpose. Those are his best
I like
albums.
Purpose.
Purpose,
Purpose is
bro.
when I started to. I was like, yeah.
Bro, this really like...
Purpose. Yeah.
Purpose, bro. Journals was that shit, and then he topped it with Purpose, and he's coming back in 2020.
Dude, Purpose. Wait, what year is Purpose?
2015.
Damn.
It's been 5 years, bro.
Bro, where you been at? Come on,
He's been hiding. He's been hiding, bro. He's been hiding. To be honest, like, you know how Drake did good this decade, like killing it.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber was on the same wave, kinda, and on the pop side, but he like stopped. I feel like if he would have kept going like Drake was, because he was dropping an album like almost every year too, like Drake. I feel like if he would have did the same thing Drake did, maybe Justin Bieber would have been in that same lane. Especially since they're both from Canada.
Yeah.
Like, they have to be the top artists from Canada. Like, the biggest names. So that's Justin Bieber. And then next, I gotta put Katy Perry in there.
Ah.
Bro, Katy Perry was my... Bro, I was listening to Katy Perry back in the day. Another person that my cousins call me gay for listening to. Bro, Teenage Dream? Come on now. That's a classic. Teenage Dream, Last Friday Night, California Girls. That was Song of the Summer. Firework, E.T. with Kanye West. Come on, man.
I haven't listened to none of these. Well, except for like those big hits, like the
Prism, we got Roar.
shits on the radio.
Walking on Air,
That's
Dark
dope.
Horse with Juicy J. Come
I
on.
don't like Juicy J high key.
That, yeah, me neither. That one song he did good.
I'm trying to like remember like.
Bro, at the time when that came out, Katy Perry was like on top of the world. She even performed at the Super Bowl.
Okay, yeah, you should.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Bro,
No.
I don't. Maybe
I'll
you
let
guys
you-
weren't listening to her, but
I wasn't.
She
Yeah, I
was-
definitely wasn't.
she was, bro, and she was on the radio all the time too. Cause back in the day, I didn't have like a phone or nothing, so I used to listen to the radio, and she was definitely on top. And then Taylor Swift, bro, I was listening to Taylor Swift back then too, bro. And my cousins call me gay for that too. Bro, anything I listen to, they call me gay, bro. Katy Perry, Taylor Swift. Bro, when she came out, she started off as a country singer, and she just broke away from that.
Yeah, cause she knew what's up.
Bro,
Yeah. She wanted that pop money.
bro, she, aside from Drake, you know the American Music Awards, they put her as the top artist of the decade because she had she had 2 diamond albums,
Yeah.
2 diamond albums, bro. Like, she came out with Red, that was a big one, and then she came out with 1989, bro. That's diamond.
That was big. Yeah.
1989, bro.
That's one of the biggest albums.
Blank Space, Shake It Off. Come on, those big records. And then she came out with what was after that? Reputation. That was a big album. And Lover. This one was big too. This is actually the biggest album of 2019 as far as like sales. Like, that was the biggest album of 2019. So,
How come nobody's putting me onto this? Like nobody's telling me.
bro,
It's like-
because they're gonna call you gay for listening to that, bro. My cousins, bro, they used to clown me all the time as a kid. Like, why are you listening to that? And I gotta put Ariana Grande in there.
Ariana.
Bro, since Victorious,
She's a.
bro, I never thought she would be the big star that she is today. After Victorious, she really like blew up. And
She's bigger than she was before.
She's bigger than she was. Yeah. What is Victorious doing now? Nobody knows. Bro, George.
That's OD, bro.
Where's Victorious? Where's she at? But then you got. But Yours Truly came out 2013.
Yeah, that was great.
Bro,
That was great.
that's where she came out her big single, The Way with Mac Miller. That's when they started
That
dating
was
back in the day.
great. I loved it.
And then she came out with My Everything. That was another big one.
I don't think I listened to that one.
Dangerous Woman
I
was a
listened to
big
that one.
record.
Yeah.
And then Sweetener, what is it? God is a Woman. That was a big record. And Thank You Next, bro. Her
Yeah.
biggest album to date. She dedicated to Mac Miller, R.I.P.
Have you ever listened to her Christmas project? That shit was fire.
Yeah, Christmas project was big too. Her, Justin Bieber have a big Christmas project. That was fire. And Thank You Next. That was good. It sucks though. Her and Mac Miller left on bad terms. You know, people were blaming Ariana Grande for Mac Miller's death.
I remember
Did
that.
you know about that?
Yeah, I heard
They were
about
saying,
that.
"Oh,
It was mad depressed.
I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't a part of that bandwagon, but
Me neither.
I feel like
It could have played a part.
Ariana Grande definitely played a part.
Yeah.
Cause Mac Miller was like depressed. He was like
the OD
using drugs,
depressed, Yeah.
and like that breakup. Cause the thing is, think about it. When they broke up, I don't know if you remember the timeline, but
I remember, yeah.
so basically they broke up, and then out of nowhere she announced that she's dating. What's the comedian's name?
Pete something.
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson. Yeah, literally a month after breaking up, they're Pete Davidson, and then a month later they're engaged. And then Mac Miller died, I think, like, what, a few weeks later or something like that? So people were, like, blaming her, bro. It's sad. So then I gotta throw Drake in there. Drizzy Drake, you know. We already talked about Drake, but
Take Care, man.
Take Care is
Sheesh.
a classic, bro. I remember everyone was listening
I'm
to
about to
this
bump
project.
that tonight.
Take
yeah.
Care, Nothing Was the Same. You know Drake said that's his favorite album he ever did?
Nothing's the same.
Nothing Was the Same.
Ooh, honestly, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah,
I'm
bro.
gonna lie, it's really like at this point, like where you can go wrong? Honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, bro.
Bro, I remember Danny was always,
playing
that shit, yeah. bruh.
That was his shit.
And then Kanye West, I gotta put Kanye West in there, bro. Legend. Bro, I can't believe My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was this decade.
It was the start of the decade, bro, and the sound changed.
So much.
That's what I'm saying. Like
He definitely paved the way. Bro, every song in here is...
dark fantasy, man.
Every song is good. Dark Fantasy, Gorgeous, Power, All of the Lights, Monster, So Applaud, Devil in a New Dress, Runaway, Hell of a Life, Blame Game, Lost One. Bro, these are all good songs.
Oh, Lost in the World, no.
Bro, I think... Bro, Gorgeous with Kid Cudi, I love that song.
I love that song too.
Kid Cudi, bro, his
I love
voice,
that
his voice is crazy.
song.
And then Watch the Throne, you already know about that.
Yeezus.
Yeezus. I think Life of Pablo is probably my second favorite of the decade by Kanye. After
We should rank Kanye
Listen.
albums.
we should do that. Ye, of course, Ye was good. Kids See Ghosts.
Kanye did his.
Jesus
did his
is King, bro.
He did his thing this album, bro. I mean, this. I
Bro,
keep saying that.
This
This
decade.
decade,
But
he
thing
did
is,
his
he
thing.
killed it this decade
And last
last
decade.
decade too. Yeah.
Shit.
How?
Graduation was definitely my favorite album.
Graduation? Yeah, for sure. And who else I could throw in there? I'll throw X in there. X, RPX. That was probably my favorite artist from like the new wave of artists, especially from Florida. His 17 album like helped me a lot at the time when I was going through some sad shit when I was living in my old house. And Question Mark I say is a really good album because he showed his versatility. He really was pushing like the envelope, I think, right? With he was incorporating like different sounds like boom bap, rock,
Yeah,
screamo.
Spanish.
He even put a Spanish record in there.
Like,
Like he was really pushing things forward. I feel like he would have been like the next big artist like moving into this decade. And the Bad Vibes Forever, even though I liked a couple songs, what they did was like
it was messed up.
messed up.
I was messed up.
Like the voice memos, bro.
Like if you really, I don't mean to be that person, but I feel like if you really expand that album,
I feel like
it shouldn't really sit right. It doesn't sit right with me.
It doesn't.
It makes me feel.
I would
uncomfortable.
rather it not be out.
Yeah, then it be out.
Yeah, I'd rather just always wonder like, damn, what would the song sound like?
Yeah.
Cause some of the songs in that album I feel like could potentially been big.
Bro, they took voice memos and just looped it, bro,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad.
and then put other artists on the song.
Yeah, that's true.
That's OD. That's
Yeah.
OD.
Really fucked
Yeah.
up with that one.
To be honest though, it only sounds like that because he really didn't have like finished songs. They made it seem like he had finished songs when they were like promoting it.
But like the reason why is because like sometimes when you're an artist and you have ideas, you just go in the booth and you just say the idea out, then you come back to the studio to develop the idea.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you have a concept in your head, but you want to put it out there so you can see how it sounds back to you. and
Yeah.
then you want to develop it when you go back in the studio.
Because some people were saying, oh, X like planned his death or some shit, or
Bro, and then they're gonna start with conspiracies, bro. Like,
there was mad conspiracies that came out. They were saying Drake killed X. I don't even remember that conspiracy.
I remember that. Honestly, I don't fuck with Drake with what he did when he jacked X's style,
yeah,
and then didn't even give him credit.
and it denied it in the interview.
Like, bro, Cam T is literally the same cadence.
Yeah.
Just look at me, bro. Like,
But
just
I mean,
check the stats, bro. Like,
It's kind of what even though he puts out like very quality project, he does steal like style.
Oh yeah,
A lot of artists.
he
like,
does. Yeah.
That whole Jamaican shit, like soca vibe shit, like bro, that shit
Yeah.
is not really.
Drake's argument against that, he said in the interview, was he said that
the
he
interview?
the interview that just came out.
Really?
Well, speaking of that interview, not one time was X mentioned.
I know. That's why I was tight. I heard about that.
I was fucking mad. Like, you tell me these 2 hours, you didn't talk about X once. He probably told them not to. Because they brought up the Pusha T beef, and they brought up the Kanye West beef, but they didn't bring up X. X played a big part in X and Drake's, like, recent years. Like, they were beefing publicly. Like, Drake was, X, what he said, like...
X was really climbing to be bigger than Drake.
Bigger than Drake. And
Bro,
he would've
within
been.
2 years, X already had like 30 million monthly streams on Spotify.
Yeah.
Within 2 years of being in the industry.
And the thing is, he wasn't, like... He didn't have no big cosigns. He wasn't, like, an industry plan. He wasn't pushed by the label. He didn't come out of nowhere.
He was a villain.
Yeah.
The media didn't want him to be up there, bro.
Bro, the media was fucking trying to tear him down.
Even when he died, they teared him down.
Oh, they
bro.
did. Even more. They still use his name to this day. You ever go on Snapchat and you see, like, his face on, like, some of those stories?
Yeah.
Bruh.
It's bad.
Fucked up.
Oh, man. And well, you know when his documentary is going to come out?
I don't know.
I want to watch it.
I would watch it.
I thought they were going to release it at the same time with the album.
Oh, yeah.
You think they're going to put it on Netflix? How are we going to be able to watch it?
They'll definitely put it on.
Because with
Netflix.
Peep, they put his documentary in theaters.
Oh,
In, like, select theaters. So that's how they did Peep.
Hey, man. You got the internet. You can find that shit anywhere.
Oh, and Drake mentioned, you know what's crazy? Drake,
Reddit.
it's crazy, bro. Drake didn't mention X, or they didn't mention X, but Drake mentioned Peep in the interview. He said he watched the documentary and he, like, really, like, respected, like, Peep's come up and, like, how he was gonna be big and shit.
Honestly, bro, Drake, you go out. It's close.
And then he mentioned YNW Melly.
How you mention Pete, but you don't mention X?
X, exactly.
I know you know X, bro.
Did
I
he
know
ever
that.
acknowledge him? Bro.
That was weird.
Anyway, that is our top 10 favorite artists of last decade. My boy Chike, my boy Josh.
Sunrise Sama.
Follow them on their socials. Their links will be in the description. Go down there. And yeah, we'll see y'all in the next video.
Go down there.
I'll put it on the screen too.
Facts.
But yeah, we'll see you on the next video. Peace.